Well, it may be peaceful, but it's not dead. More about this later.
Your name again was?
Colin.
Colin, and you're from?
Australia, Melbourne.
Melbourne. You said that at the beginning. Thank you so much, sir.
Stay with me on this one as the temperatures are soaring near 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees centigrade. The only respite is offered by the breezes coming in off the azure blue Caribbean to the south, causing the majestic coconut trees to sway in a most fascinating manner. Note the thatched beach umbrellas and beach chairs, but there are almost no people. When it comes to special moments in my Cuban 5-week adventure, this one rates highly as it was my first glimpse of the legendary Cuban beaches. Now, mind you, when most people think of Cuban beaches, they think of Varadaro, which is located 150 kilometers east of Havana on the north shore of Cuba. This one is on the opposite side, on the south side of Cuba, 10 kilometers south of Trinidad. So if you're the type of person who is looking for a quiet beach experience at one of Cuba's alternate beach sites, head for Playa Ancon, just south of Trinidad. Here you will find the peace that you have been looking for. Well, it may be peaceful, but it's not dead. More about this later. One of the joys of going to a beach are the views, and Playa Ancon proved to be particularly challenging on this day as there were so few people. Unlike Cayo Largo and Cayo Santa Maria on the north coast of Cuba, bathing suits are not optional in Playa Ancon. When you're standing in water as clear as can be, as blue as can be, and the beach stretches to the horizon, what do? Well, it's hard to resist not to walk to the end, and that's what I did. That took about 45 minutes. Now, when you turn around at this point and look back where I came from, you can see a resort hotel on the horizon.
In case I haven't mentioned it, this is the Hotel Ancon. This is the Playa Ancon. And it looks like this was built, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. Tourism is so important for Cuba. As far as I know, Cuba doesn't have many exports. What, cigars? Maybe cigars. What else? Tobacco, well, same thing. Cuba's exports are cigars. Sugar, yes, sugar, but I read that the sugar exports are way down because sugar around the world is now being replaced by corn syrup. No more need for sugar cane. So tourism is so important to Cuba to get foreign currency. And the main source is, of course, the Varadaro area. My favorite game, and no one to play with. There's also pool tables and 2 ping pong tables. Look there. Another game I used to play before the internet came along. I see in various places in Cuba there are just sort of storefronts where you can play chess. Once the internet hits this country, and it hasn't by any means, internet access is difficult to find in tourist spots, expensive, and you need a passport. This gives you an idea of phone prices here in Cuba. Just think of it as American dollars. Local 25 cents. Here is 60. The rest of the country $1 a minute. International calls to Canada almost $2 a minute. And on your cell phone it's not much. And the room prices. Think US dollars. For myself, be $67. I'm paying $20 in my Casa Particular. Give you a point of reference. So, I mean, not expensive by international standards, but still you can do better. And yes, here's the exchange. Can't get rid of the reflection, but the Canadian dollar is 73, Great Britain 139, and the US is 87. Mind you, the convertible peso is $1 US, but when you exchange US money, you get hit with a 10%, well, call it what you will, it's a 10% penalty for having US money in your pocket. And this Hotel Ancon is part of a chain, I guess, called Club Amigo Hoteles. They're obviously in Varadaro. But this will be one lovely pool. Right here is a snack area to relax. And place for entertainment in the evening. Show, if you will.
Now, since I wasn't staying at the hotel, I obviously didn't catch the evening show, but I was fortunate enough to see the performers during a practice session. Almost as good as the real thing. And this being Cuba, of course, it's all about music and sensual dance.
When it comes to drinks here in Cuba, the Mojito is the big one here.
Come to think of it, after that last clip, I could use a mojito.
And there's a Mojito Virgin, a virgin Mojito. It's lemon juice, sugar, mineral water, mint, and rum. Now I finally know what a mojito is made of. Lemon juice, sugar, mineral water, mint, and rum. That's not very difficult to mix. And there are various others. You see Havana Club all over the place. So what is Havana Club? Havana Club is a trademark for a ron, which is Spanish for rum. R-O-N is rum.
With these crystal clear waters of the Caribbean, there must be good diving around here.
So I'm at the diving shop, Centro de Buceo, Center of Diving. And these are people from Denmark.
That's it.
And
I live 500 meters. Mountain in 1,400.
So this is the Peninsula Ancon location of the Ancon Playa, Ancon Hoteles, and according to diving symbols, lots of diving along this area.
so 1 hour is 35 cooks, which is $35 US. It's probably pretty cheap. So I'm here at Playa Ancon, just south of Trinidad, and I happen to run into a gentleman who is into diving, which is really quite a fabulous sport. And sir, where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Australia, Queensland?
Melbourne, near Melbourne.
Okay, we were talking about the diving here.
Quite incredibly warm.
You've never...
Not that warm. That's the warmest I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And even you go down deep, it's still very warm. So
Very, very warm.
So
Yeah.
I went down 28 meters and it was still very warm.
Wow.
About 30, 31 degrees on the shoreline.
On the shoreline,
but
yeah.
When you go out, it's 29. It registered 29 on my computer.
Oh, and what do you see out there?
I saw a lot of, there's a lot of coal, but a lot of bleaching.
Yes.
Because I believe, and I've read that it's caused by the bleaching of the warm water.
The warm water, yeah.
And a lot of small fishes, not too many big fish.
Yeah, the only snorkeling I've done has been in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, right?
Yes, I know.
Oh my God, like it
That's
was
magnificent.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Magnificent.
I think it was the most unbelievable experience I ever had in my life. To have
Because they're
all
all
these fish around.
columns
you.
of
Columns of fish, yeah.
fish, yeah, it's
Literally
just-
columns of fish underneath you. I've done Thailand extensively.
Thailand, I did liveaboard from Phuket. You take a
Phuket, yeah.
boat, it goes out, you live on the board for 5 days,
Yeah.
and you go right out and they take you to various diving spots.
Yeah.
And well, these are my own equipment.
Yeah, that's your own equipment, yeah.
Diving spot, and you dive out overboard into the water, and no messing around. You're on the boat, the tank's all ready.
Yeah.
They did everything for you.
So it's all inclusive.
The best way, liveaboard is the best way.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about bringing on shore the tanks and changing, and
Exactly.
everything's on the board. You sleep on board. The food is good,
Yeah.
and it's amazing experience.
Yeah, and your name again was?
Colin,
Colin, and you're from
Australia, Melbourne.
Melbourne. You said that at the beginning. Thank you so much, sir.
That's all.
Coming next Friday, Valle de los Ingenios, or Valley of the Sugar Mills. At its peak, 30,000 slaves and 50 sugar mills.